So the first video back for 2021 and we're doing a double giveaway. That's right, 2 Amazfit watches are going to anyone, anywhere around the world. So stay tuned during this video to find out how you can win one of these 2 products. What's going on guys? My name's David Tomic and welcome back to the channel. On this channel, we usually talk about technology and architecture and everything in between. Last year, just before Christmas, a bloke called Jason sent me an email from Amazfit and said, hey, we've got a couple new products, do you want to test them out? So I thought to myself, you know what? Hundreds and hundreds of these emails hit my inbox every other day and none of them actually come to fruition. Most of the companies just pretend like they're going to send you something and never do. So I decided to do my generic response as I always do, and you wouldn't actually believe it, but within 3 days, both of these products arrived at my doorstep. So I couldn't help it, but I actually just had to review these 2 products out of just genuine respect for the company and their ability to actually follow through with their actions. So today we're looking at the Amazfit GTS and the Amazfit GTR. We're going to begin with the unboxing and then go through with my full opinion of both of these products and exactly how you can win one. If you want to just jump ahead to the giveaway portion, make sure you jump through to that timestamp. I hope you're paying attention and you'll be able to learn how you can win one of these 2 products. Okay, so today we have 2 products from Amazfit that have been sent through to us, the GTS and the GTR model. They're both fitness trackers, and I think today we're going to start by unboxing the GTS. It's very, very similar to the Apple Watch. The box itself, very basic, nothing special on it. Same with the GTR. Just a picture on the front, some very basic information. The rear's covered with stickers all over the shop. Both of these boxes arrived from Amazon Prime, so I'm sure the stickers and the boxes will look a little bit differently around the world. All right, so let's start by cutting open the GTS and taking a look what comes inside. If you're using a knife, make sure you be careful, obviously guys. Very simple, very basic. Very, very, very difficult to get this watch out of the box, but once you get it out, you don't really need that overarching box anymore. It comes in a very simple slide out case, pretty premium quality cardboard here. Again, a little bit of resistance, but overall not too bad. Nothing over the top, nothing inside this cover. So again, you can get rid of that. That's no longer required. Oop, hit the camera, my bad. Okay, so move beautifully is the slogan for this GTS watch. It comes with a sticker on the face and a pull tab. So once you take the pull tab out, again, more wasted cardboard, more rubbish. Unfortunate to see, but I don't think there is anything you can do about it in this case. Opening up the box, 3 compartments. You can see a little instruction book on the left-hand side, Amazfit branded, what appears to be the charging cable. Let's open this up and see what we have. Very standard USB-A type cable, rubber little holder, USB-A cable, and what appears to be about a meter long charging cable with a docking station branded Amazfit. I'm hoping you guys can see that there. Overall, relatively basic, no charging brick in the box. So going with an Apple style, no charging brick, bit frustrating, but I guess we all have plenty of charging bricks laying around. Little simple plastic over the top, comes off very smooth, very satisfying. I always tap it on top of the instruction book. Don't ask me why, just something I do. Silicone band for the actual watch strap, feels relatively premium. Overall, I'm very glad they sent me the black model, as I'm hoping you guys will be, as this is a giveaway. Plastic on the rear for the heart rate monitor, plastic on the sides, nothing special, nothing overly high quality. However, pretty decent feel, pretty decent fit. A little bit too tight if I'm being honest, and a little bit hard to put on. But overall, I think it was maybe $190 brand new if you're looking to buy one of these watches. Not bad for a first impression unboxing it. Okay, so let's move on to the GTR, which is more of your, I guess, Garmin Galaxy style smartwatch. So we'll push all the GTS side stuff aside, and we'll begin opening the GTR. The GTR, I'm hoping, is a little bit better quality than the GTS, but having said that, the GTS isn't bad quality whatsoever. That one came out a lot smoother than the last one. Again, sorry, hit the camera. Same Amazfit branding, quite nice, very simple, very elegant. Again, lots of wasted cardboard. Quite a nice looking device. I don't like that high polished chrome, stainless steel, whatever it is. It looks very cheap. We haven't touched it yet, so I don't know if it feels cheap, but it looks very, very cheap. Same style packaging, cable on the side, book on the other. Nothing special. I'm guessing they're exactly the same, identical. Yep, little book. We're not going to look through that. That's not that important. Cable. Let's open this up. See if it's exactly the same as the last one. Yep. So we have that rubber band again, silicone style. Whoop, flicked off a little bit too far there. And again, about 1 meter long cable, USB-A, and a very simple docking station that looks to be identical and interchangeable. So it does leave a little bit of fingerprint marks there. Yeah, exactly the same. A little bit magnetic too, so I don't know if that has any use or relevance to you guys, but they are magnetic on the rear. Obviously they charge with a magnetic connection. And yeah, unfortunately, this does feel a little bit cheap. Once you take off the plastic, that's the main face. Again, on that book. Overall, we have a nice looking device, a little bit cheap feeling. Again, very silicone strap with a, I'd guess, pleather, fake leather top. Amazfit branding on the strap there, a plastic back. Overall, 90% plastic and silicone strap. The strap feels a little bit tacky in my opinion, but it's a fitness tracker. It's not meant to absorb sweat. You're meant to be able to swim with it. So I guess silicone's probably a good choice. The branding, I don't mind. It's quite clean, quite minimal. How it sits pretty well, I'm being honest. It's not too, it's a little bit tight again. They both seem to be a little bit tight or a little bit too loose. Overall, pretty comfortable, good size. Overall, full disclosure, I have relatively small wrists, so these watches probably look a little bit bigger than they will on most people, but they do feel pretty decent. For, again, about that 200 Australian dollar mark, if you were to pay for these, not the worst first impression, and they probably feel a little bit more premium than anything else. Okay, so the unboxing is now finished. You know exactly what you're entering to win. If you still want to win one of these products, either the GTR or the GTS, it is very, very simple, guys. One, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, smash that subscribe button down below. That's all it takes. Two, jump on my Instagram. The link is in the description box below, and follow me on Instagram. And three, finally, make sure that you leave a comment down below, commenting one, what model you want, either the GTR or the GTS, and two, your Instagram handle. So that way I know when it comes time to selecting a winner, how to actually find and contact you guys. It's a mistake I made in my last giveaway, but it is something that I've rectified in this one. The T's and C's are very simple. There will be one overall winner for each device, one GTR winner, one GTS winner across all social media platforms. So if you've entered on YouTube, if you've entered on Instagram, if you've entered on Twitter, whatever you've entered on, it all counts as one entry. The only one that's really going to count and the only one that I'm going to be looking at is YouTube. So make sure that you've commented down below. The winner will be announced at the end of January 2021 on my Instagram page. I will tag you guys directly, so make sure you send me a DM after you see that. If there's any other questions you need to know about this giveaway, let me know down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now let's talk about the actual physical product itself. I wore both of these devices for a couple of days each, tested them out throughout the day, took them to the gym and tried to actually understand what it would be like owning one of these. Now, I'm not a big smartwatch fan myself, so I don't own one in my day-to-day life. It was a very different experience for me to use a fitness tracker especially, but it was something I started to enjoy by the end of the experience. Having said that, there is definitely some cons about these products, but also some pros. So let's start going through them one by one. The physical elements of both these watches we touched on in the unboxing, but what I didn't really touch on is the day-to-day use and feel of them. So for example, the GTS, which is a very similar Apple Watch Fitbit kind of looking product, is, well, very comfortable, but at the same time very uncomfortable. The whole position just makes it that little bit too tight or a little bit too loose, and the silicone strap is just a little bit too sweaty and too itchy after a while. Same goes with the GTR. It is the same silicone strap with a leather, I'd say pleather top material, but at the same time, when you use it, it's always a little bit too loose or a little bit too tight. So the whole positioning of the straps isn't perfect. Now I have the ability and the experience to comment on this because I actually used to run a very large, internationally, globally recognized watch company. So I know a lot about watches and I know a lot about straps, and that's why I can make that comment very confidently. As a smartwatch per se, the software is very limited. So both of them run identical software. It's the Amazfit software. It is a simple fitness tracker and it pretty much only does fitness tracking. Now, why do I say that? Well, it becomes very evident when you start using the watch. For example, the GTR has a lot more information on it because it's a larger screen and it has that ability to be able to show more detail because of that feature. However, the actual UI system hasn't been integrated perfectly. So for example, I went out, did a workout, finished my workout, and at the bottom of the screen, half the text was cut off. So that is just a very unfortunate situation to have. It is something that you don't want to experience in a finished, finalized product. There's a whole bunch of other buggy features on the watch as well. So for example, the GTS watch here in my hands right now, I was wearing it on the stationary bike, doing some HIIT cardio and tracking my heart rate. It was continuously saying my heart rate was only at 90 beats a minute, whilst the actual system was saying at about 130, which is more in line with all the other data I have for my fitness activity. So the fitness tracker and the heart rate sensor in the GTS is not as fine-tuned. Nonetheless, it does integrate very well with the app, which is also a little bit buggy, crashes all the time and isn't exactly perfect, has a few spelling errors here and there, but it's something you can get over. It's not a big deal. It isn't a very professional look, but hey, at the end of the day, the program works. It is a relatively affordable smartwatch at the end of the day, and it does exactly what you need it to do. It integrates with the app very quickly and very simply. It's very much so just scanning the QR code to get it set up, and it does the rest for you. Another con about the GTR is the simple fact that the vibration motors are very weak and very flimsy. Every time they go off, it seems like they're just rattling around and they're very cheap. You can feel and you can hear the cheap nature of those vibration motors. However, with the GTS, which is more than likely an identical vibration motor, but because it's a smaller package, it's probably more condensed inside, it does produce a much better vibration that you can feel. This one kind of hovers in the air above your wrist and vibrates slowly, whereas the GTS, you can feel that vibration in your wrist. So if you're getting those notifications, you're definitely going to be feeling it a lot more in the GTS than you're going to feel it in the GTR. Overall build quality and durability after a couple of days of use, both of them have held up pretty well. I mean, I didn't test them to their fullest abilities. This isn't a long-term review, so I can't tell you if they're going to fray, if they're going to damage, or if the buttons are going to fall off. However, from simple understandings of materials, the fact that they're silicone, they're going to last a little while. They will start to crack eventually. If you're taking it to the pool and into chlorine, I'd recommend washing it and rinsing it off with clean water after immediately, just to get that chlorine off. Same goes with the ocean and salt. From a product point of view as well, they seem pretty durable. They do seem very cheap still, like I mentioned in the unboxing. The GTR is definitely a cheaper looking product. From a distance, it doesn't look too bad. I'd probably go with the brushed aluminium finish on the sides next time rather than the high gloss polished. That just gives it that cheap, tacky look. The GTS, on the other hand, is a much better build quality. I think they knew that the Apple style Pebble would go a lot better and it would sell a lot better, so they've actually put a little bit more time and effort into it. It is still a little bit cheap, a little bit scratchy, plasticky, and the silicone on the sports band isn't exactly the best, but it is a sports band at the end of the day, so you don't want it to absorb the sweat, and that's kind of the whole point of a fitness tracker. If you did want to replace the bands, you could easily grab one off eBay, I'm assuming for, I don't know, 10, 20 bucks at the max, and upgrade to a leather quality or something different if you didn't like the look of this device. However, in general, the actual fitness tracker itself is pretty decent and pretty well built. I don't have anything too much to fault about it for the price point it comes in. I guess finally, the verdict on the products. Should you buy an Amazfit GTR or GTS for about 200 Australian dollars, or should you look at their competitors like the Apple smartwatch, the Fitbit, or even the Samsung Galaxy smartwatch? All of these are significantly more expensive, and I guess the only real competitor to these two products is the Fitbit, which comes in at about 400 Australian dollars brand new, or about $220 for the previous model. So if you think about it, you can grab a Fitbit previous model for about the same price as these Amazfit devices. Honestly speaking, 100% genuine, because again, this video isn't sponsored or paid for. The company has just sent me a couple devices to review and provide my genuine opinion. I think you'd be better off going out and purchasing a Fitbit because it is a much more refined, finished product. It has the premium luxury feel to it. It has all the software bugs worked out. Whilst the Amazfit watches unfortunately still have a few issues here and there. However, having said that, they are still relatively good devices for the amount of money they are. If you're looking at buying the top of the range Fitbit at $400 or the Amazfit GTS for, I think it's $189, you'd probably be better off going with the Amazfit, especially if you're looking for a 100% fitness-based tracker. If you're not looking for a smartwatch that can do 101 things and everything at the same time, then the Amazfit is probably the right fit for you. Between the two models, the GTS and the GTR, I would honestly recommend the GTS over the GTR. The GTR just has that chunky, clunky, cheap feel to it, and it isn't as refined, whilst the GTS kind of looks like that Apple Watch. So if you're looking to jump into that market or like that look, it's probably a better product, but at the same time, it is much more refined. It doesn't feel as cheap. The motors work a lot better. The screen is a little bit laggy, but it still does just as good a job as the GTR. You don't get all the information that you get on the GTR. It's kind of more limited and kind of hidden, so you need pretty decent eyesight actually to see most of it. But hey, that's the same with all smartwatches. So at the end of the day, I think I would recommend the GTS over the GTR. Anyway, that's all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you enter the giveaway. Make sure you pay attention to those steps. If you don't follow every single step, you will not be entered into the giveaway, which means you can't win one of these two fantastic devices. I hope you got some good information out of this video today. If there's anything you'd like to know further, make sure you leave a comment down below. I will try to answer it as best as possible. Again, if you're interested in architecture or technology, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And as always, I will see you next Monday.